Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. I want to take this moment to share with you. America is in desperate need of support. America is in trouble. America needs support from you, the people. I want to say to you that there's a lot of pain and suffering that's going on that needs to stop. But it is not that pain and suffering that I'm talking to you about. I'm talking about the power that's pushing it. I'm talking about evil. Evil is running rampant over America, and evil is destroying America. What I would like to see, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights, I want you to know that basic human rights mean all of those basic rights that every human being needs that's living on this planet today in order to exist as a human being designed by a power superior to those who made artificial intelligence. That power made it possible for you to live, all of us to live, as though we're in heaven. And we are not living as though we're in heaven, where you can live in peace and be prosperous, where you can live free, where you can live joyous and happy, and your dreams are not just dreams but made real, where your needs, your wants, and your desires are met at your leisure. Now, this is living heavenly. And what does that basically mean as far as outwardly? It means that those things essential, starting with food, clothing, shelter, education, transportation, infrastructure, and anything that human beings can imagine that come up through their minds, which is a gift from the power that you can't see, and utilizing the individuals, every last one of us, who participate, who engage ourselves in the process of eating and driving and housing. We also engage ourselves in the process of creating and causing a manifestation of all of these things, all of these goods, all of these services in such an abundance that the barns will overflow. They won't contain it. The reservoir of goods and services will overflow, and no one would have to suffer a lack of anything. This is my purpose. Now, this sounds so fantastic, and based upon the way I've been trained, we call this God. But a lot of people don't believe in God. So if people don't believe in God, then this is an expression of who I am. This is how I was trained to be. We were trained that this is a process of loving people. This is a process of loving one another. This is a process of indicating that you love the Heavenly Father that you cannot see, and you are respectful, and you honor, and you're loyal for the power that and love that was shared in your life. So this is why I speak to you to this. Now, one of our big problems is evil. You see, everything that I just mentioned to you, it comes about because it's a part of a natural order. It's a natural order of things. Natural order of things. They say it's a natural. Natural means that you and I don't have anything to do with it. It just happens that way. This is the natural order. And the reason that we don't experience that because our natural order has been corrupt with evil. Evil. And one of the things that moves this evil around is not just the philosophy. It is the philosophy, but more than that is money. Because now we don't need one another as we see. All we need is the money, and whatever it takes to get the money. We lie to get money. We cheat to get money. We steal to get money. We kill to get money. We create poverty to get money. We create hatred to get money. We create racism to get money. We create bigotry to get money. We cause wars to get money. That is an unnatural order for existence. And that's what we experience today. I've spent 40 years trying to bring this to your attention to hopefully reach somebody. But it seems as though everybody has been taught something different. I know it's not true, but it appears that way. Right now, the 45th President of the United States, he is a bona fide representation of evil maximized. But it's not his fault. He was raised that way. Just as I was raised to lift up God, he was raised to lift up evil. And just as those millions that ran to the hills when they saw that he was out there representing them, they called him their God, or that their God sent him to them. They were raised that way. They were raised that way. They were raised, you know, they took the Indians' land. They caused slavery. They did all of the stuff. They were raised that way. But somebody in America got to be raised by love. Is there anyone? In 1988, I ran for president of the United States to advocate for God to anybody in America. I went up on the hill, and I looked around. I was on the hill by myself. There was nobody out there saying I was raised for peace and prosperity. There was nobody there saying I was raised that everybody could have food, clothing, and shelter. There was nobody standing there saying this is what I advocate, this is what I commit my life to. There was nobody. The churches were filled, every denomination, Catholic and Protestant and everything else. But nobody was there standing up for justice and peace and prosperity. And now we see what it is all about. All of these years later, we really see what it's all about. And people are saying, well, we got to stop that demonic action. Well, your action is what created that demonic action. So as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights, I tell you what we need. We need to make sure that education is available to everybody. There's a sickness going around in this world where people need health care. And when you go to the doctor, you need health care now, not 2 weeks from now when you can get an opening. You need health care now, not a month from now when we can get a machine available. We need to make sure that everything that we need to protect the health of individuals in this country is done. And this lying stuff going around here talking about changing rules so we can make America great again, where we on top and you down at the bottom is a pit of hell distinction. But you know what? This is just me talking. Is there any backbone behind what I'm saying? I know it's real. I know it's truthful. But is there a body anywhere in America? Is there a body anywhere in the Senate? Is there a body anywhere in the House of Representatives? Is there a body anywhere in the governor's office or legislator? Or is there a body anywhere in the Poe House that can stand up for what is right? I don't see you. I don't hear you. And talking is not enough. You got to reject what's going on. You say, I don't fight. You don't have to fight. Just reject it. Reject it. Don't take that shit. Make them kill you before you be in bondage. Die before you let a person put you in bondage. And don't you do nothing to force you to kill. Because thou shalt not kill. Now I know people say, well, you got the right to defend yourself. I'm not going to try to take that away from you. But I just want you to be walking around with your head up. No shame in your game. And if you die because you stood up for what's right, you're going to die anyway. But you'll be honored by those powers that you can't see on this land, but you perhaps can see somewhere else. I don't even know if that's true. It doesn't even matter. I do know what would happen to you inside when you make up your mind to be grown, to be a man, to be a woman, one who stands on what's inside and not be judged and guided by some that will destroy everything that you represent. I want to thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me this opportunity. Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.